see if we have the talent in frame. Talent is in frame.
Unshaved, fat, and stinky.
Huh. Well, welcome to another edition of Camper Talk.
Camper Talk?
Here on
We're in a camper.
Here on Drippy Leaks.
Drippy Leaks.
And I propose that tonight's topic be about it's a combination of things. But let's start out with a question. My question to you, Terrence.
Terran?
Terran.
They call me Terran.
Terran. You are a Terran. If you were to go up against a country that you knew there's no way you could defeat it militarily, how would you destroy it?
Economically.
That's fair. Anything else other than economically?
Cyberically.
Cyberically?
Computerically.
All right. So,
internetically.
I don't know how many of the things that have been going on that you're aware of. A couple of years ago, Yahoo was breached. I mean, yes, you laugh, but it's at the time. Yahoo, however you want to pronounce it. It was a major email platform for a lot of people. All their emails were breached. Sure, and they didn't release that information for, I think, it was months, if not a year. Sony,
I remember that.
Also breached.
And that was where, like, scripts for shows and movies.
Well, not just that. People who had Sony PlayStation accounts.
Oh, okay. There was like
Yeah.
emails from
Right.
executives.
Yeah,
And,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
What more recently is the Sonic hamburgers.
The Hedgehog?
Yes, if you stopped at Sonic and used their little credit card thing, your information's gone.
Not to rush you along, but what's your point? Because I think we've laid.
Okay, Equifax.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Millions.
Yeah.
Sonic.
What about? I mean, so this happens.
Today.
It sucks.
Today, this morning, Whole Foods. Credit card breaches.
Half their security.
Now, what is our economy, what is our dollar based on, since it's no longer backed by silver or gold?
Bitcoin.
No. Be serious, man. But that does feed into, that is part of it, the Bitcoin thing. What is the basis of our economy now?
Digital.
No.
Gold.
No, it's not gold backed anymore. What gives our currency value?
Promissory.
Trust.
Okay.
Now, what happens when the majority of Americans wake up and their credit cards are overdrawn through no fault of their own? Their bank accounts are extremely diminished, once again, through no fault of their own.
Okay.
All their money's gone.
Yeah. It's chaos. You better have weapons.
I don't think
have weapons and
I don't
food
think that what's happening is the work of just a miscellaneous group of hackers. I think this is an act of war. I think this is an act of war. I think is an attack
from Russia, from North Korea, from China, from the Swiss.
I don't know.
Not the Swiss.
Well, it's got to be from somewhere. I don't want to, be the guy that points fingers without any kind of knowledge.
Lithuania.
Who is it?
Man.
Do you?
It could be from. So you're saying state sponsored? Iran? Iran?
Possibly.
Pakistan?
Once again, possibly. I don't know.
Whoever it is, your point. So whoever
This is such.
Whoever it is.
This is such large scale stuff going on. If it is independent hackers, we're lucky. If this were to be state sponsored, and if somebody wanted to bring down the United States, that's the way to do it, man. You know? Just everybody wakes up in the morning and they have no money. What happens to the United States? What do you do when you wake up? Tomorrow morning, go to make a purchase at the grocery store, and your debit card's declined. And you're like, I don't understand. I've got $1,000 in the bank. Why is this declined?
That's never happened to me before. I don't know what I would do.
And well, what would you do? I mean,
I know. I'm thinking, what would I do? I mean, I would leave the store and I would attempt to figure out what happened. You know,
right.
What happened?
What would be the? Okay, you walk out of the
call
store.
My bank. I'd call my bank.
You call your bank and they say.
Now, okay, so if I get on the phone with the bank and they say, "Sir, we're sorry, but this is an emergency crisis situation."
Yeah.
Or if they said something to the effect of, "This is a widespread breach in our, all our. There's nothing we can do. It's not just you, sir. It's all of our customers."
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, what do you do? Should I shoot an AK-47 straight in the air?
In some type of celebratory manner,
or not, or the opposite of celebratory. I mean, I don't know. I hope that I have at least a can of Beanie Weenies in the cupboard and a bottle of water and a backpack and.
Okay, so I mean that's really my topic. So it should.
But I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
Earlier, I saw where you had typed something on the Book of Face.
Yes.
Where you said
the exact same thing I just.
Yeah, but you said, when is enough enough?
Yeah. When do the banks stop covering it?
So your topic is a little more nuanced than you're presenting now. You're just throwing it out there. What do we do? You by saying when is enough enough, what do you mean by that? I mean, does that mean like...
Well, okay, this stuff has been going on for several years now. The banks always seem to be able to cover.
I mean, wait a minute, but if it is if you can trace these actions...
They don't.
To... I'm saying if you could trace these actions to Iran, Russia, some country, state sponsor. I mean, in other words,
why are you reticent to say China?
I said earlier. I said possible.
No, you said North Korea.
But then I said Lithuania, and see then.
Yeah, you just you whitewashed China. You yellow-washed it.
But. So let's say, it's China, and we can prove that there's, 20 people in this room directly under the direction of the
Chinese government attacking us through cyber means.
I mean,
what do you do?
Really?
What does the country do? We do?
Why can't we cyber counterattack?
Maybe.
I mean, we don't. Do we?
Well,
shoot a rocket at them. I mean,
now you mentioned earlier. You mentioned things like Bitcoin, right? Cryptocurrency. China has banned cryptocurrency. Same with South Korea. A lot of Asian countries have recently banned
which is
cryptocurrency.
Peculiar to me because that seems like
it's
the kind of
very
currency
peculiar
that they would love.
Well, no, because they don't control it. See, the thing, we kind of been lulled into this feeling that China is this, big capitalist bastion. They're very communist. They're communists, and they're taking advantage of our way of life. I think they're doing it on purpose.
This episode of Camper Talk feels very much like Coast to Coast.
AM or PM?
I don't know. Either way, AM, I suppose.
Oh, is this all conspiracy theory?
It sounds like...
Well, see, it's because the aliens don't like the cryptocurrency. And the aliens are all very communist. And that's why this is happening.
But the thing about the aliens is... I mean, if you have an interest in seeing things from others' perspectives...
We're not talking about illegal aliens.
No, I know. I'm talking about the aliens. You know, they're having to scoop people up.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, the anal probe thing...
They're really
big
into that, aren't they?
No, but they're sick of it.
Oh, they're sick of it?
Yeah, I mean, 'cause they've got to administer...
I'm done of the anal sex.
Yeah, because see, that's the thing.
It's not sex to them. It's
because that's what they understand, is that it's not consensual. And I think... Finally,
did all the whining get to them?
I've heard that the aliens, in all seriousness, in candor, that the aliens are. I know this is a direction that we're going here. I
don't know where you're going with this, man.
Well,
you're the one that went off on a tangent.
No, but because I'm sympathetic. And I know, I mean, because I've heard talk about, they have to, okay, first of all, they got to deal with people wearing plaid. You know what I mean?
Does that happen anymore?
Flannel. Oh, yeah, and the button down, the flannel, and then they have to scoop these people up. And have you ever seen the movie?
When was the last time you saw someone in plaid?
Fire in the Sky. Have you ever seen that movie, Fire in the Sky?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Right, and they had to drag him through the ship. And of course, in that movie, the depiction, which I think is very accurate, there was no anal involved, but they poured liquid in the stretched eye.
Yeah.
And from look, these aliens, we have this idea that they don't have a heart. I mean, of course they have. It's not really like.
They might have 4 hearts. You don't know.
See, that's the thing and because of their multiple hearts, they are very sensitive. Because there's the higher ups.
Yeah.
And they've orders. They issue these orders.
The peons.
You have to probe.
The probons.
And they're done with it, basically.
I feel like you're belittling the point I was making about where are these attacks coming from.
All I'm saying is, what do we do about it? We counter cyber attack. So, if you key scratch my car, I kill your mother. Right?
No,
I mean...
No one has ever said that.
I'm saying if you're... I'm saying that. I'm saying that if you're John Gotti...
Yeah.
So, in the world of cyber attacks, if they, get information, accounts, names, social security numbers, etc., then we've got to do the equivalent of burning their house down, in a cyber way.
Right.
And that's the deal. We got to crush them.
But we are not equipped to do that, I don't think.
Now, see, why is that?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because all of our...
there's the stimulus, and they had infrastructure spending.
Yeah.
And I took that to mean roads, bridges, and all that, but also network infrastructure.
Am I correct?
Fiber optic.
Am I correct in that we gave up our internet rights?
I heard about that
a few years ago.
And I think there's truth to that. That in terms of
I mean, the United States created the internet, correct?
Yeah, I think there is truth to that. The United States,
now we no longer own it, so now anybody can.
Under President Obama, I don't know how, if he had a direct hand in it or not. I mean, I'm just saying.
Just under his administration.
Yeah, I'm just using that as a time frame thing. I'm not necessarily saying he has anything to do with it.
Right.
During the time he was president, toward the tail end of his presidency, I heard that there was...
We were going to seize control of the internet.
Cede control of the internet to the United Nations
of the world.
The world.
Yeah, probably Belgium or something, right?
Lithuania.
You've got it out for Lithuania.
Does that even exist anymore? Because there's been like Yugoslavia, for example.
Lithuania is still there.
Yugoslavia doesn't exist anymore, right?
Does it not?
What is it? Is it the Czechoslovakia? What is it that is different now than like when we were kids?
I don't know.
The Czech Republic.
I thought they were still there. They might not be called the Czech Republic anymore, but I think is the Czech Republic now Poland?
It's the Chess Republic.
No, it's not Chess.
Oh. I don't know.
One night in Bangkok.
Singapore.
Singapore. Freest country in the world.
Just don't spray paint.
Yeah, they'll cane your ass.
They will cane you.
Alright, I'm going to pause this. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. If you're a sponsor or looking to be a sponsor, please email us at drippyleaks@gmail.com.